Hello, friends. We've been sharing about the presence of God and the power, the dunamis of Jesus and the Holy Spirit. And what we've come to at this point in this series of messages is that right now we have the disciples being obedient because Jesus told them to wait in Jerusalem until you are endued with power from on high. And that means the dunamis power. So here they are. There are 120 of them gathered in this room. They're men and women, and they are waiting as Jesus told them to do. So what happens next is that all of a sudden they hear a rushing mighty wind. Now it's actually not a wind, but they're hearing this. And all at once, the Holy Spirit comes into that place and begins to light on each of their heads. And it looks like flames on each of their heads as the Holy Spirit absolutely comes on each and every one of the 120 that are in that room. And then the passage goes on to say, when that tongues of fire was distributed and resting on each of them, that they were all filled with the Holy Spirit and began to speak with other tongues as the Spirit gave them utterance. This was profound, had never happened before, amazing. And I thought about the two references that we looked at earlier, the reference to when the Holy Spirit alighted on Jesus after he was baptized in the Jordan, but he came as a gentle dove. But this time the Holy Spirit came on the 120 as fire because they needed the fire and power of God to go out and do the exploits that were set for them to do in the days ahead. How exciting to think about. Now they were operating with the power of God in their lives. And it's a time when, if you haven't read Acts in quite some time, start with Acts 2 at that point and just see what the power of the Holy Spirit did in those disciples' lives. Amazing stories. And they were truly witnesses to all of that area. And not only in that area, but they spread out around the world. And you and I are disciples of Jesus Christ today. And we can operate in that dunamis power of the Spirit to make a difference in people's lives. Love you.